All right, cool. Let's call the meeting to order. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Sorry for all the reschedules and moving things up and all of that. Hopefully, we won't have to stay too late. We'll start with the consent agenda. Before we go into it, does anybody have anything they want pulled?
Yes, can you pull number 9 for executive?
Okay. Anything else? All right, do I have a motion to approve the consent minus number 9?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on any of the items? Good. All in favor?
Aye.
Any against? All right. Next is the BOCES December spotlight, just for your information and entertainment. Financial warrants under new business. Do I have a motion to adopt the resolution?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Questions? Comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any against? All right, do a motion, excuse me, to accept the donation of $32,500 from the MEF.
Still moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Do I have a comment? Any comments?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Amazing.
Thank you, MEF. All in favor?
Aye.
Any against? All right, do I have a motion to accept the donation from On Semiconductor?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All in favor?
Aye.
Any against? All right, next is the Eagle project. There's someone?
No, this is just to accept the proposal
Okay.
and then they'll move forward.
Okay, do I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any questions or comments?
Does this fit at all into do we have to is it totally outside of the scope of school? We don't have to worry about labor or union labor and things like that?
So yeah, he's contracting the work. I'm gonna work with the Eagle Scout to talk about prevailing wage requirements and insurance requirements and things like
Okay.
that. We're gonna take care of that with him. He needed a preliminary authorization to move forward with his bid process, his fundraising. So this is just us saying that this would be a great idea for us to have it, go ahead and figure it out, and then he'll give us all the details as he moves forward.
Good enough.
Anything else? All in favor?
Aye.
Any against? All right, next is the first reading of policy 9000. No, we don't need to make a motion. Okay. Any questions or comments on that? Okay, all in favor? Oh, no, never mind. Retire policies from the 9000 series. Do I have a motion to obsolete the 9000 series as reported at this meeting,
So
which
moved.
is down below?
So
Do I have
moved.
a second?
I'll second.
Any questions, comments? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any against? All right. We don't, the only thing that we have on is for the BOCES board, there's 3 open seats. We don't need to do it now. It's, I think it's due mid-March. But just to think about it, Karen Smythe, I think, is already on there, right? She ran last time.
Yeah.
Rick Keller Coffee he's on the board, and we've talked, he's been on there a long time. I don't know Michael McFarland. But, you know, I'm sure there's some background information to read it. What were we going to?
So the reports are there for your review. If you have any questions about our reports, they're from both the first meeting and the second meeting. So some of them are lengthier. But if you have any questions on any of the leadership reports, they're all there for you.
No. This.
The volunteer fire. That's on the last.
Oh, yep.
Okay. No problem. All right, so, we discussed the leadership reports, given that everybody had to come out on a night where who knows what's gonna happen outside. So the reports are there, if you wanted to read them, if you've got any comments on them. But other than that, so Caroline, did you wanna?
Not unless anybody has any questions for me.
I have one question. It's not on your report, but I wanted to ask because it relates to an upcoming event that I think it would be too late to ask about at the next meeting. So science fair. So I know Alden and middle school are doing them, and in the past middle school and high school put together. So I don't know if it's just a typo or is it not happening at the high school?
So this STEAM fair typically is over in the middle school, but it is usually.
Right, on the calendar it just says middle, and I haven't heard anything about it being promoted, not that I don't put it out over there. I just wanna, I mean, it would be a shame if it's not
Yeah, we can double check on
promoted, okay. All right.
Any other questions for Caroline? Any questions for Amy? Comments, questions? Okay. John's not here, but, any questions about the facilities report? Oops, I did those backwards. First one was Elliot, this one is Amy. Any questions for Amy on her report? Okay, and then the middle school report, anything that you want to talk about? We'll go back at the next meeting, we'll go back to actually going through these reports, but good. All right. Comments, questions?
There were none.
Nothing. Okay. The incident report. Any questions about that? Do we have to? All right, future agenda items, you guys know what's coming up. All right, so, next we need to go to executive session. If there's anyone on listening, doesn't necessarily mean the meeting is over. In many cases, we have to come back from executive session to take action, which will then, the action itself will be added to the agenda after the executive session. So with that, do I have a motion to go to executive session?
So moved.
Go to second.
Second.
All in favor? Any against? Okay.